So the second book is actually a workbook. It's a mental health workbook. I didn't want to just jump back into Oliver's adventures because I have so much for him because he's still learning. He's in the
Yeah.
first grade. The mental health book in this year in March, I took a full 31 days off. Did no social media, no contact with people. I just focused on connection with God, connection with my wife, my kids, myself. And God placed a workbook, and not just any workbook, a workbook that is 12 months.
Writing with authors. We are back with a fun episode today. It's Oliver's first day. The backdrop's blocking it a little bit. There it is. And it's going to be a lot of fun to sit down with Lemar. He's a mental health advocate. I had the chance to sit down with on a mental health break. He sent me one of his books after. This guy's been busier than God himself. When you check out his social media at the end of the show, you'll be able to stay in tune of all the work he's doing to give back to different communities. So, Lemar, thank you for making some time this time for writing with authors.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. I'm always open. I know our schedules is always hectic, but I'm so happy to be able to make this happen.
Hey, we didn't give up. Entrepreneurship's a whirlwind. Sometimes schedules get thrown off. But like I said, I got this awesome book right here. I'm getting some feedback again from the backdrop, but it's Lamar's first book, second book.
Fir- No, first children's book. Second one's coming out December 31st. I'm about to say December 32nd.
I know you, so I know the answer to this, but I want to bring it up for everybody else. Why did you want to write this book?
My son, Jaden, for the first 4 years, he stayed home with my wife, and so he wasn't exposed to daycare and hanging out. So he go to the park, and so the first day we took him to school, he was like, I don't want to go, and you want to console your child and say, he's like, I'm scared, and God put this on me to was like, I want you to write a book, and I want it to be based on your son because everybody has their fear moment when they taking their first step. And so that was my son. So his first day. So my son, he's like, everybody asks me, why you didn't just name him Jaden his first day? I'm like, no, 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 no. God told me to put Oliver, so.
And I absolutely love it. I'm thinking the blurb. Yep. See, I changed the backdrop. Now we're good to go. This is what that cover looks like, everyone. And who would you say the target reader is for this book? I know kids, of course, but who can it really help the most?
My focus was preschool.
Okay.
And it took me 2 years to write this 60-page book,
I
right?
get it.
And my target, it was focused to be just for preschool. And as I got more into it, I realized everybody can relate to this. Taking your first step in, school, a job, losing weight, having a better life. That is scary. And that I said, you know what? This is for everybody. This is for everybody.
I absolutely love it. Why don't you go ahead and read us the opening page here? We got him live on the show.
Yes,
Everyone,
yes.
you know these episodes aren't long on writing with authors, so please hang with us. We'll tell you where to find this book, how to request a signed copy, like I'm lucky enough to got right
Ye-
here. Put it on the shelf. So take it
Yep.
away when you're ready.
Yeah, yeah. And stop me when you can, okay?
No,
Um,
take a couple pages because they're
yeah,
shorter pages. These are kids'
yeah,
books, everyone, for preschool, reading with the role model, parent, guardian in their life. So I'm excited to dive into
yeah,
this. Let's run it.
yeah. It said, "Hey, Oliver, are you ready for your big day tomorrow?" Asked Oliver's sister Sally. Oliver answered in a worried sounding voice. I believe so. The first day of school is the best day of the year, said Sally with a smile on her face. When you get to school, you'll meet your teachers and all your classmates. Some of your classmates you may know from koala care, while some of them will be new to you. So don't be scared or shy because it's their first day too, Sally said. Their mother shouted, Sally, Oliver, it's time for bed, as she continued to wash the dishes. In a minute, Mom, the kids shouted in allusion. Don't forget to brush your teeth and wash your paws. And with a dragging voice, Oliver and Sally replied, Yes, Mom. Hey, Sally, I was wondering if the school was big or small, do you think monsters live there? So if you do something wrong, they'll sit right next to you? Are there ghosts that chase us to every class? I mean, a class every morning? No, silly, Sally replied. The first day of school is the day of excitement, a day to learn new things, share old ones, and have fun. There's nothing like the first day of school, Oliver. It's a day of learning, sharing, and meeting new friends.
We're gonna cut
Oliver
you off
replied,
there. That's the
Yeah.
preview. Now
Okay.
I know everybody's gonna walk out. As you see, everyone, as you read along with him, it's fun, it's engaging, it's real life situation that the kid's gonna go on and get there. But I want to circle back to something you brought up. Took you 2 years, and I get that. My first book was years and years, and then eventually you learn a process, you get systems in place. What writing advice could you give to some people who are ready to publish their first book? And like us both, we realize it's a little easier than to say we did it, to say we're going to do it, than to actually follow through and get that manuscript through to publishing.
Right. I would say start, get the information. You know, people ask me this all the time. How did you get there? I started writing and then I kept writing. Fix it, write it, and then type it up. Now read it, give it to someone to read, and then do some research. There's tons of companies out there that will love to take your book, turn your dream into a reality, but you got to put the effort in. You got to make the first step into doing it. And to be honest, if you would have told me, Lamar, you're gonna be an author, that's not that was not in my vision board. You know, it was never a 16-year-old Lamar, 20-year-old Lamar. No, but you know something, when God puts something on your heart, He changes and He says, "Well, you are," and it's like, okay, so you out there and you got a book, you got an idea, and you just keep talking about it. 2025, put it on paper and get with the right people. Say, hey, I wrote my book. What's next, Vince? What's next? Did you type it? You know, no. Do that and get back with me. You know, I treat it like the test. You know, when you like, teacher, I'm done, and then they turn around like, this is wrong. This is wrong. Go back, and you got to keep going back till you get the 100.
And the cool thing about, like you said, just type it up. We're in a digital age where we're able to write, move things here to here. I always say, don't stress having it in the direct order. Just get that brain splat. That's everything's going around and there all these pieces are
Yep.
moving. Just get it out on paper, reflect, see it. That's great advice. You mentioned also, we got to show some love here. You got the next book getting ready to come out as well. Is this
Yes.
a sequel to this? Is this a separate book? Let's talk about it.
No, so the second book is actually a workbook. It's a mental health workbook. Um, I didn't want to just jump back into Oliver's adventures because I have so much for him because he's still learning. He's in the
Yeah.
first grade. Um, the mental health book in this year in March, I took a full 31 days off. Did no social media, no contact with people. I just focused on connection with God, connection with my wife, my kids, myself, and God placed a workbook, and not just any workbook, a workbook that is 12 months. I'm going to give you 12 months of activities, work. We're going to dive into deep conversations, and I'm asking everybody, I want you to do the work. And I'm going to once a month share I'm going to be with you. I'm going to walk with you for 12 months to get your mind thinking better, to look at the other side of the coin, and to actually live a better life. And it's free.
Oh, well, that's going to be on what? Your website?
And it's going to be on the website.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're at that point. Don't worry, everyone. I'm going to ask him another question, but while we're talking about social media website, let's talk about all that and of course where we can find the books.
Yep. It's going to be www.iamlamarwilson.com. My social media on everything is iamlamarwilson.com.
Thank you for sharing that. Consistency is important, everyone. Having that same thing for me. It's Vincent A. Lancy. Now, the final question. Let's drum one up here before we let him go. I have a feeling I know the answer to this, but is there already a book 3 in the works mentally?
Yes, yes. So Oliver will be coming back in 2025. I got a couple people that asked me, but
Okay.
Oliver's next adventure is going to learn manners. And then his the third book is at Oliver's first sport. So Oliver has a whole. You're gonna fall in love with this koala bear, and your kids gonna fall in love with it. You're gonna fall in love with it, and the adventures that I'm gonna take, people on with Oliver is gonna open up so many doors for us adults.
I love it. Definitely let the first book get all the love from the world that it deserves, and I'm sure the next one will come out when it's ready. I can't thank you enough. I had a great time learning a little more about this book. Everyone, go out there, get it. It's a great book. And this is just Zoom problems here, tech first
Yeah.
world problems I always talk about where, I mean, look at the backdrop. Now the book looks fine.
Yeah.
You can't make it up, but everyone be sure to head to I am Lemar all over. He's out there. I want to
Yeah.
thank you so much. That's Lamar Wilson out there with Oliver's First Day in stores now, online. He's got the next book, a workbook coming out. Stay tuned for that. If you missed his mental health break testimonial, no worries. I'll drop it in the episode description today for you. Uh, with that, we are signing off, staying warm here. Lamar, thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you.